Good morning, YouTube. Hello, everyone. It's me again. Yes, Gary, it's me again. And I hope you saw my meal I made this morning. But this is definitely not about a meal. Definitely not about a meal. But I'm sitting here printing some paper. I don't care what nobody say. But hopefully I don't put myself in a lawsuit. This is not a designer paper by all means. But I felt so bad this morning laying in my bed, and I basically stayed off of social media quite a bit yesterday, and I'm leaning towards doing that a little bit more. It's helping me emotionally. But when I did turn on the TV and YouTube, whatever, I saw people crying and everything. But I felt so bad when I saw this woman this morning crying because she voted for someone and her family didn't vote for that person, and just over a day or two, some of the family members were affected by some choices that are coming in effect in a few weeks, months, whatever the case may be. So basically, that person was written off by their entire family. So they stand firm on who they rooted for in whatever capacity. I guess it might be the election, but I don't want to have too much to do with that. I just feel so sad because I have a feeling I'm gonna end up on the street. So I'm not gonna lean towards stressing myself out or anything. I'm working on trying to do whatever it is I can do. But there are some things I have zero control over. There are some things I have control over. So the only thing I could do right now is take control over my mental health, because I have been through a lot, and there's a lot I just cannot deal with. I don't know how um, I'm gonna make it. I do believe that if I have to do the only thing that can help me release my tension, I'm gonna do it, because I can only speak for myself. And I sat down yesterday and I thought about that comedian, that really nice comedian, the one that wore that dress, and Mrs. Doubtfire. I really love that man. But sometimes people have to. But I'm not gonna go there because that's not what I'm talking about. Let's not go there. But anyway, I'm watching people literally break down and cry on social media, and I have cried damn near every day for a long time. And I think September and October were the worst for me. I can't even count an hour out of the day I didn't break down and cry. But I kid you not, yesterday I didn't cry at all until I turned on the TV somewhere a little bit around 8, and saw this woman. Her whole life is coming to an end, but I didn't know. I didn't know something um, that's detrimental to me, and I understand I didn't know, and I believe someone close to me understood that I didn't know, and it affected her view of me. But that's still, everyone has choices and options, and we're gonna lean towards letting people do what they have to do. But I removed myself from a few more groups yesterday because I saw some things, some words being mentioned, and I couldn't deal with it. I just didn't want to be a part of it. But I'm going to be making some cards, and here's my paper, 2 different designs. I just made 3 sheets of that paper, and I'm going to say this first, and this has nothing to do with what I was saying. If this was designer paper that you would have to be paying for some type of kit or something, you could not do this. You could not do this. This is not copyrighted paper in any way, shape, or form. So I have no issues. But I would normally not even mention this on my video. It just so happens it was happening while my video is going on. So I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna put away real quick so I can get my mind off of this, and I could be free. But yesterday I had a really good day. I am blessed. I am blessed because I am not a follower. And let me explain to you what I mean when I say I'm not a follower. And this is one of the reasons why I have removed myself from some of the groups that I was in. I am I guess what they call an introvert. I but I don't believe I was an introvert by choice. I believe I was born that way because I can't deal with a lot of stuff that normal people can deal with, and it triggers my bipolar. And I don't want to be a person who lives on, oh, I got this, so I got to do this. I got this, I got, no, no, no. I live in a state of prevention, which means if this bothers me, I remove myself. If that bothers me, I remove myself. So it is what it is because I don't want to fall down on excuses. So we all have them, we all need them, but sometimes they cushion me to do things, not to do things that I really want to do. So I only can help myself. So I noticed that we all contribute to the shop, to the group, whatever, but I get very, very few um, interactions whatsoever. And I know what it is because when I am on the site and people ask for advice, my advice is get some supplies, start moving and shaking with your supplies, and let your mind think and your hands produce. And whatever that is, that's your grind. And I don't think people who like kits like when I say that because it doesn't make the two flow on one path. I don't know how to say it, but in kindness, instead of making a statement, I just remove myself from the group. So I have one group left that I'm in, and I'm hoping I don't have to remove myself from that group. But I do plan on not commenting in that group. But anyway, a short while ago, I got a message from someone, and I was kind of nervous with this situation because I saw a post she made on a social site, and I took the picture and I made a greeting card out of it. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. I just couldn't help it, but she ended up getting it, and she got it yesterday, and I didn't know until this morning, but she sent me a picture of the envelope that I mailed her. So I said, I'm looking at the envelope, and of course my face is big old empty on the envelope. And then she said she loved it, and I saw what I sent her. So I'm like, oh, and I was just like hoping she wasn't upset, like I took the picture off of Facebook and made the picture, the card, and she wasn't. So I was so thankful. And then she messaged me to tell me, she said God is placing you in places you don't even know yet. And I kid you not, I'm not a religious person. I don't attend church. I don't do any of that stuff, but I can promise you someone is moving and shaking through me, because I have never understood how I can go so long without selling a card on the computer. It's been, I think I might have sold a card maybe 4 months ago. I absolutely feel like I made my website at the wrong time. I actually have my domain name for an entire year already paid. So my hustle and grind is getting myself. But Google absolutely updates me every month, and I am Googled, and I'm talking with the underscore, at least 1,000 plus a month, and they're Googling my address. So there is a major shift that needs to be taken. Either I move from here or I continue to stay focused on online. And I don't want to stay focused on online. I want to stay focused on the community where I live. Online, but the community where I live, because that's where I need to be seen and heard, because that's where I want to make the most of what I have to offer. Now, what has brought me the most joy, I kid you not, is giving, the postal delivery, whatever, in kindness. And that is all I have been feeling so good about, because the reactions, the expressions, all of that makes my heart feel so good. So I don't know, I absolutely have said it from day one. I will not make my destiny wherever I'm supposed to be through these greeting cards, because I have no money coming in from these greeting cards. Now, yesterday I sat here and I said to myself, how am I supposed to get my paper? How am I supposed to get my supplies, And I don't know. So I have been putting my Amazon list on just about everything. A lot of people do the Cash App. A lot of people do the coffee, and I don't make it with stuff like that. So I said to myself, if I can just put my paper link out, my craft supplies, and someone bless me that way, that would be easier for me, because then I'll have more to do in here. The only thing that makes me sad about all of what I'm dealing with is I have zero choices when it comes to these greeting cards. Because there are times I want to just throw everything out the window, call a school, drop it off, whatever, and leave it all alone. But I can't. I've tried already. My entire existence of whatever mental capacity I have control over is with these cards. I've tried everything to get away from these cards, and I can't. My only resource of support outside of my ashwagandha and sea moss and black seed oil and all of that, which absolutely helps me, is this paper. That's it. I believe my marriage certificate is gonna say cardstock 90-pound cover. That's what I believe, but it is what it is. I can't get away from it. I have tried. So I have I've done 3 little books, and I sold up to 15, and not one of them have been read. So I can't earn anything from those books unless they're read. Each page that is read is how I earn, and I only earn a smidgen of pennies, and I'm grateful for any penny I earn because I earned it. I don't have an issue with anything because we all have to make it in this world. I just have a hard thing against the fact that I need to be a productive citizen in society. I need to earn. But that leads me to something else that I have to say. Now, I have been watching a lot of videos, and it says do this and you'll pop your channel, you get all these views, you get all these, and guess what I'm doing now? I'm exercising my right not to watch those videos. And I don't want to really say what I'm going to say because I don't want someone to turn around and exercise their right and not watch mine. But it is what it is. We have to do what makes us fit in this community. So I watched a woman a few months ago, a few weeks, whatever. Her whole thing for a while was do this, do this, do this. You get all these, and then just recently they unmonetized her video, and she was crying and crying and crying and crying, and I felt absolutely no sorry for her whatsoever. When I watched the first few minutes of the video and I saw how she was crying and she was saying this is her only source of income, I completely walked away from the video. Completely walked away. I had no remorse, I felt no sorriness for her whatsoever. And I'm gonna tell you all, everyone who knows me knows my heart is filled with compassion, empathy, all of that. But anytime you are on your channel telling people to do all of these things to get this, and this, and then you turn around and lose your monetization, I guess, however, clearly you were giving out some bad information. Something was right, and you didn't do something that you should have been telling everyone else to do. So I am not by any means a follower. I refuse because I always say you will follow bad company to bad end results, and that is it. So what I actually did was I saw this elderly man one day, and I just happened to turn the TV on. I saw this elderly man, and he does not tell people how to earn on YouTube. He just tells people how to do a little bit of things on YouTube that you should be doing, and not on all your videos, but some of your videos. So he said the only thing you're going to get 9 times out of 10 is seen by more people, and you can't get more subscribers if you're not seen. So I did about 3 things that same day that he mentioned in his video. Again, I'm not a follower, so all of them things I had to get away from it because I was not dealing with that. And I would pause this video because you can hear out there, but if I do, I won't be able to remember what I said. So I'm going to stay on what I'm going to say. Anyway, the day I did about 3 things that he said. One of them was a subtitle, which means the black words across the screen. That gives a person an idea of what's going to be in the video so they can choose whether or not they want to watch it before they watch it. So I feel to put in that because it gives someone the option to say, I don't choose to watch this video today. I may want to watch it later, or it is just not for me. And that way I won't waste someone else's time. And in that way, I won't get them to leave me an untidy comment that I'm not going to read because I'm not going to see it because my comments are strict, which means if there's some keywords that I put in there in the comments, I won't see them. So thank goodness YouTube has that option. But Anyway, the very same day I did that, I got 4 subscribers within about 4 hours. So I was thankful, and I went back to the post and let him know what I had done and stuff. So, and I really liked the fact that he actually came back to my and commented. So I am not going to be doing all of what those people are saying, because I am not going to chase the almighty dollar. I need it like everyone else does, but I want to get there when I'm supposed to get there, because hopefully when I do get there, it will sustain my life to get me from some of the things that I would like to change in my life, which means I cannot to get that gravy, and then that gravy is taken from me. I can't work like that. That's not going to help me. And for a person who cries a lot and is emotionally unperfected, if you say, I can't do stuff like that. So, and I'm not going to do that. I cannot remember her name. Let me get to my email, because I got a subscriber yesterday, but I don't know if you are from my other channel that I actually closed down, and I really apologize, because I was in a terrible state mentally when I closed that site down. I was being followed, um, and I know I was being followed. And when I watched someone else's video, and he said, be careful when you make videos in your car, and this is seen, and this is seen, and this is seen, because you're giving this, and everything he mentioned I had done in my car. So you might notice I don't record in my car. I will be recording in my car, but I'm going to be making some changes before I record in my car. But I felt um, I felt it, and I said, I'm not being paranoid. And I was on the road at say 2:30 in the morning. I was alone. It was just that one car. It was me. I was coming from one destination, at least 2 towns from my house, another town 3 towns from my house, and in the way I was driving, it was clearly I was being followed. So now I'm going to tell you one more thing. A man, woman, child, dog, cow, whatever, commented to me on Facebook from Social Security, and he clearly stated that something to let me know that he had known that I was really, really, really on Social Security. And he also mentioned that he was following me for a year now. He didn't say whether he was following me on Facebook or if he was following me in person, but he said, I know that you're disabled, and I know that you need your insurance. And he said, I know they tell you you can make this amount, but I suggest you not make this amount, because you need your insurance card. And although everyone would say that's not true, because they're not allowed to contact you, the person let me know that they could lose their job for contacting me. So I am thankful. And that was the second time an employee reached out to me and said something to me to let me know that they understood that I needed my insurance. But I'm trying to get to a point where I don't need insurance. And that is why I take ashwagandha, black seed oil, sea moss, burdock root, all of that, because any changes you have seen from way back when till now started when I started taking those supplements. And I'm not here to tell you to take them. You do what the hell you choose to do. I'm going to take them because I see what it has done to me. Now, I also have some little ingredients in my coffee that look like, see that coffee? But it has been helping me, my stomach. I have had, in 1990, I had gastric bypass, and I didn't look a certain way, but my body, I couldn't walk. It was all the diabetes thing and all of that. So after a year of not wanting to do it, my doctor not wanting to do it, they had to, because I couldn't walk. The neuropathy was absolutely unbearable. But the gout and all of that I no longer suffer, ooh, I have not been able to get to the doctor who was approved to do my surgery and refused to do my surgery. And I'm thankful that he refused, because he did tell me you would get 6 months of relief. After that, you're going to wish you never had the surgery. And that's what I say when I say, that's why I feel the way I feel when I say I don't want to chase the almighty dollar, because when you do something so that you can get all the gravy, there's always a consequence. You have to pay when you jump to get it. when you jump to get it. And I need it because I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to live this way, live on absolutely nothing, and make it. You know what I'm saying? But like I mentioned before in one of my videos, I don't have the capacity to be like everyone else. I do have the capacity to be who I am. So when you watch this channel, the only person you're gonna get is me, and I'm not gonna edit. You know, I don't have. I'm not even gonna learn to do all that stuff because what is that gonna do? I'm gonna make a mistake and I'm gonna hide it, and one day you're gonna find out I made a mistake and be like, oh my God, she didn't know. If I made a mistake, you're gonna happen to see it, and it's either you accept me for who I am or you don't. Everyone has a choice. Now, I'm going to tell you something else. Now, this is the crazy part. This right here, I just cannot, I cannot find a reason, none of that, but I may have a reason. I purchased my washing machine a few weeks ago. That washing machine is a complete lifesaver. Now, I've had a washing machine, I would say since my daughter was about, let's say 7, let's say 6. Anyway, I went to the laundromat one time and I opened up the dryer, and there was a used wet condom in the dryer. I have never ever used a public washer since then. That very same day after I had my panic attack, I went straight to the store. I had a neighbor take me and I purchased my washing machine. I was just thankful that I had at my disposal a little bit over $500 that I could spare. But I got my washing machine that same day. And the reason why I got my washing machine that same day is because I mentioned it was the dryer. It was the dryer. It was not the washer, which means it was not washed and then transferred to the dryer. It was a used condom in the dryer, which means someone had already threw it in there. I was no longer, and I never liked the public washer. I never liked the public washer, but I was not going to use a public washer after that. I just couldn't. So I got my washing machine. I've had a washing machine everywhere I've been, even if I had to cushion my fall, if you understand what I mean. But I had. Oh Lord have mercy. Hope nobody got that one. Anyway, I said to myself, now I got my washing machine with Finger Hut. I will never encourage anyone to shop Finger Hut unless you are a senior. And when I say a senior, I mean like 70, 80 years old, because you're never going to pay that washer off, and you're never going to have to worry about it, because if you are, you don't even have to go to court. They're not coming for you for anything. So that is the only way. But I am a senior, but I have every intention on paying my bill, because I got a place to be in a few years, and I won't be able to get there without my credit report. So what I'm actually doing is I'm exercising the option that I have right now. They have this buy now, pay later, but let me give you a little piece of information. If you are not going to do the math on your items, don't do the sale. Absolutely not. The washer itself is $449, and then they're going to put on about $85 tax. But I have a cashback on my computer, so I lose about, they take off about $90-something on my thing because of my cashback app. I'm not doing a damn thing without my cashback. I need nickels and dimes to drop off those bills, baby. But anyway, so it comes down to $38 a month for the washing machine. So I had the washing machine, and I haven't got a bill for the washing machine, but I have made a payment on the washing machine. You don't have to make a payment from, I think, this month until, I think, March. Okay. If you don't read the small print, that's where they're going to get you. You have to pay the interest from the moment you make the sale, but you don't have to make a payment until March. So let's get this straight. You're going to pay no payments till March, but they're going to clean you out from that interest. Okay, that's not going to happen to me. So the $38 I have to pay for the washing machine, I'm already going to pay. And I already said I'm going to do the best I can to pay $100 more than whatever my totals to be. So I did the math on it, and I got one fee. Then I called the person on customer service, and I said to him, I need him to do this for me to give me the price. So We went over everything, and he was pausing because you know why? He couldn't understand that I was even thinking that far. But I did it all, and he got a total of $54 I would have to pay every month to get me to a certain level of paying off sooner. When he got to that 50 something, I said, okay, thank you, I can manage that. So when it was time to me to make my payment this month, although that 54 was not in this payment, required for this payment because the washing machine wasn't on that bill. Only $18 and change was on that bill. If I'm not mistaken, I paid over $80 this month, which means this month means the washer is paid for next month. So next month I have my washer and two other washers that I bought for two different people. I can't say who because one watches my channel. She better watch it, and if she don't, thump thump daddy. But anyway, I was sitting down in the kitchen, standing in the kitchen the other day, and I said, you know what? There are so many people who need a washing machine. And I'm the type of person who doesn't feel like I need to run to the beauty supply store, the nail shop, the mall, none of that. If I'm going to exercise my right to not have to make a payment until March, and then I could use my hustle and grind and my nickels and dimes to make sure I knock off in the meantime to March, and all I have to pay is $38, and I already budgeted in my mind, regardless of what I have to pay, I'm going to knock off at least $100 more. But I already figured out $200 more than I'm supposed to, because I'm not doing that interest. It's not going to come out of my pocket. I refuse. I'm not an interest payer. So I plan on paying $72 interest. If I was to wait and pay what they allow me to pay, I would pay $358 something dollars and some change in interest. That is money that I might as well throw out the window, and I don't have that. So every coin that comes in my hands, I am going to grind for one thing and one thing only, to pay off those items. But the reason why I feel kind of strange is because the only thing I have been doing is grinding for my mental health and giving in kindness, and I have not been doing anything but being blessed. You would not believe how I've been blessed. I've been blessed. That's it. So I have been blessed one way or the other, and I have not been able to earn yet. Now, someone came here yesterday and wanted an item and was like, how much do you need and when do you need it by? And I didn't even answer the question. I couldn't even answer. I let it go in one ear and out the other. And the reason why is because for some reason my mind, my heart, my spirit, and everything is focused on kindness, and kindness does not always equal a dollar bill. So that is why I'm telling you something is going on here, because I can feel it, I can hear it. I've heard whispers in my ear of things. And just yesterday, I sat on Canva yesterday, and I struggled to make a card, and this is the card that I ended up making, because I wanted a happy birthday card, but I want a card I can lean towards Mother's Day. But I'm going to tell you something else, and this is why I love what I do. I had this right here. I have a few of them in my drawer. I had no idea what they're for, so I just purchased them because I had a hustle and grind. I wanted some supplies in here, so I've had them for a while. But then yesterday I saw on Etsy an item, a physical item, a cup. Let's just say a cup. I saw a cup that someone made, and I'm like, and I saw the price on the cup, and I'm like, oh wow. And I'm like, oh my God, what did she get? And then I saw this. I'm like, oh, that's how you make it. So I'm like, woo! Now, just say I wanted to make this cup glitter. That's how I would make this cup glitter right there. But when I pulled this out yesterday, which comes like this, so maybe you can see a little better, which comes like this, which, yeah, there you go. You can see it. You can see a little. There you go. So now you see what I mean when I say the cup, right? I hope you do. So that's how it comes. So you're only going to get about this much on here. But if you got a few rolls, you could definitely hook up a cup. I don't want to hook up a car. Oh my goodness, it is sparkling from right there. So yesterday I sat down and I made some of my cards. Now, one of the things I've noticed in a few of the groups, why people are not commenting on some of my cards, and I noticed the cards I make handmade without using my printer, I get all of this and but when I use my printer, I'm basically ignored. So I don't know if you know what ignoring someone does to you, to a person, maybe not you, but to a person. It makes you feel a certain type of way. I would rather someone say, I don't like this because, and or rather than, so I understand the dynamics, but I feel handmade is handmade when your hands touch it. If you look at any definition of handmade, it's when your hands touch it. I did not make this on a computer and then order this and it was delivered to my house. That's not handmade. So there goes that. And I'm not going to go any further than that. So I put this beautiful glittery thing here. And then my favorite little friend, I got this here. And then all of y'all already know how I feel about the ladybug. So I put that on my card. So yesterday I sat down. And what I normally don't do, it's hard for me to do it. I made 3 of the same exact cards yesterday, so I'm extremely happy about that. And now I have to let you know, I put videos inside my listings because I need to be able to secure my feedback. To just to secure my feedback, I don't want someone to say, "Well, she sent me a card and it was garbage," and I don't do that. So this here is my card. So I'm loving this card. So just for safety's sake, because I don't like nothing on my cards, I need my cards to leave my house in a good sanitary condition. So that was one card, and this is the other card. Now, it took me a while to make this one because I had a different format of butterflies, but I ended up making this card. But I made about 5 of these same exact cards, and I was feeling happy because I actually, made the same card. So I feel kind of good. So these cards are gonna go on goimagine.com. Now, one of the things I don't like about goimagine.com is I have no access to seeing if I have any traffic. I don't believe I have any traffic. I don't believe anyone has touched base with my site whatsoever, but I have a way to find out today. And it's called creativity in my mind. So I'm not going to say how, but I'm going to know by one of my listings I'm going to make today. It's going to have a little trap in it, and when someone pop, that's how I'm going to know I'm getting views. As far as eBay, I listed about, let's say, 30 cards yesterday on eBay. I'm going to try to see if I can get some traffic with eBay, because that's where I was getting my sales. I was emotionally unwell. I took everything off of eBay, but yesterday I put stuff on eBay. I was getting 0 views on eBay, but I was under the awareness that it was something due to maybe with the election. So I'm checking my stats today to see if I got any traffic yesterday since I put up those cards. But those are mostly printed cards. I'm not going to worry about putting my handmade cards there for right now. I think if I do my printed cards there, I can do them at a better rate that I would like for right now. I can't do that on goimagine.com because of fees. So we have to work like that. But like I said, anyone knows me that trusts me through Zelle, they will never have to pay $5 on goimagine.com. They would never, because they believe me. They know I'm going to ship the card, and I will be fine. But the fees it's what's killing me. That's why I don't really want to be hooked on the computer. So there goes that. Let's see if I had any views. Oh wow, maybe not a lot. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, I will never, ever, ever, ever. I had 150 organic views on Etsy, on eBay yesterday. That's the first. I had no views since October on my things, and I got 33 promoted views yesterday. No sales. That's not my issue right now. You can't be You can't sell without being seen. There's no. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me see. And well, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna add a few more cards to go imagine. That's it. I'm not working on eBay today. Anyway, I would like to say thank you so much for subscribing to my videos. Yesterday I woke up to from a nap to 2 subscribers, and then today I have 3. So it only goes to show, if I put into work on my own and I don't follow other people, I don't chase the almighty dollar and all that other stuff, I can possibly make it. Now I'm not afraid to tell you, I don't know how emotionally I'm going to make it. Only thing I have is my Social Security. Once my Social Security pays my bills, I have nothing else. The good thing is that I am working really good not to be a spendthrift, which means I'm not spending my bill money, so I don't have to say, well, I don't have this to cover. Once the 15th come, my bill is basically set for the month. I get no bills basically in the mailbox because everything I hit off ahead of time. The only thing is, I truly feel, and I kid you not, I feel if I'm going to give someone something for Christmas, it has to be that washing machine. If it's not that washing machine, now I already have some gifts in this closet, but I'm not worried about any of those type of gifts anymore. Those I'm gonna let people take care of their wants on their own. I'm working on a need, and that's it. The year that everyone got food, cleaning supplies, paper goods, everyone just about told me how they absolutely loved my gift. I don't have any interest in giving a person a want. You take care of your wants on your own, because your wants may be something I'm not even going to buy for myself. But that washing machine will be delivered on one of those washing machines will be delivered on the 18th of this month, and someone has no idea that I ordered it. But I made the person I made the person a greeting card, and the reason why it's covered is because their name is on the outside. But I made the person a greeting card, and I also made the sentiment on the inside of the card. And I know the person is going to say, I'm not even going to pay the person no mind. The bottom line is, I said, if you don't want it, I'll take it back. Other than that, the rest of this lets them know why they got this gift, and that's because they're my friend, and that's it. That's it, my friend. So it is what it is. I can't put this down because I'm gonna mix it in with that. But the other person who's gonna get the washing machine, I don't know if hers even shipped out yet, but she's gonna be upset. She's gonna be upset. I know she is, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't care one bit at all. That upset can go in one ear and out the other. And the reason why the person is going to be upset is because the person feels, you don't have this, and that's my business. And I'm not going to put myself in debt to where I can't knock off my hustling grinds. No, I'm not going to do it. But I know the person needs it, so I'm not giving them anything for Christmas. They're not getting anything, because the only thing that I could possibly give them is something that they actually need, and that is what they need. So now I just checked my account. He said, the man that I contacted on, he has said, in order for me to get to where I want to get, I would have to pay, I think, $58 a month. Here it is now. The washing machine is added to this bill, and all they want from me is $49.99. So that's one washing machine already added. No. That's not supposed to be like that. So this order, which is going to be December 5th, the minimum requirement is 46. I'm sending in 200. I'm sending in 200, and that's at least. If there's a blessing that walks through here, that's going on there too. But I have to also figure out how I'm going to get my supplies in here to keep my mental health at flow, because it is what it is. So I got to take care of that. So I'm just gonna keep moving and shaking the way I'm moving and shaking. I can't even say, but thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much if you have found me from my other channel. And if there's a meal that you want me to try, you already know I don't make traditional meals, so just let me know. But my meal this morning, I love it. And I have enough to eat maybe once or twice more. So it is what it is. Stay well, stay blessed, and thank you so much for watching my channel.